excitement that comes with that.
Yeah, our guys are really looking forward to Wednesday. Obviously, we got a taste of it on Friday against Capital. I thought it was a great game for us. We got a chance to learn a lot about ourselves, offensively and defensively. Had a chance to break some things down for our guys. So as we prepare for North Florida, the start of the season, we're excited to get going.
I know this prep time's been important, but did the juices start to flow now that this stuff really, you're going to be playing a lot of games here in the first couple of weeks?
Yeah, I think so. I think, as we said, I think our guys are really excited. They know it's been a good 5 or 6 weeks of grinding on each other a little bit. So now we get a chance to go out and play against someone else.
North Florida looks like a good challenger out of the gate. They can really shoot the ball, and they're a very experienced team coming back.
They are. They got a veteran group, and as you mentioned, they got several guys that can really shoot the basketball. Really explosive offensive team. So a lot of the things that we learned in terms of the Capital game, hopefully we can take some of those lessons and be better defensively as we open the season.
What is the key to guarding the three-pointer? That was a key area of improvement you guys got to improve on this year, and you're going to be tested right out of the gate.
Well, for us, it starts with our ability to guard the ball, to pressure the basketball, and not put ourselves in situations where we have to give bad help. A lot of the mistakes that we made the other day were just being in the wrong position. So we've got to make sure that we have the awareness that we need to have defensively, the alertness, the discipline to do the things that we need to do so that we're not in bad situations and giving up open looks.
And Coach, when you have all these games coming up, how do you make sure your team stays level-headed, whether you guys get off to a hard start, slow start, or just right at the game?
Well, anytime you have a young group, you always try to instill a next play mentality is what we call it. So whether something good just happened or whether something bad just happened, you got to be able to move on to the next play. So you'll hear that a lot from our staff and from the players, just being able to understand that we've got to be able to move on to the next play really quickly because the other team's going to come at you really quickly.
How do you think Dwayne did running the offense when Jalen went down in the second half there?
I thought all our guys did a pretty good job. I think we had 24 assists to 8 turnovers. Dwayne had a few careless ones there late in the second half trying to make plays that weren't there. But I think that's a part of his growth as a freshman. You kind of go through that and understand what you can and can't get away with at this level. So I think he'll learn over the course of getting the experience as we start the season.
Do you get as excited about the big dunks that Obi had as the people in the crowd?
Probably not. I've got 30 years of it,
yeah.
And in my history, so I know it certainly adds a level of energy to the building and to our guys. So I think those type of momentum plays are certainly huge.
Have you guys named captains yet for this year? Is there anybody besides Josh?
Yeah, we have Josh, Trey, and Ryan are tri-captains this year.
Okay, was that an easy choice? I mean, Ryan, all those three of those guys have a lot of experience.
Yeah, so the team voted, and we had a nice breakdown in terms of it was close between those three. So as a staff, we decided to name all three, and to be honest with you, I feel like all three of them, they lead in different ways. I think they complement each other really well. So I think it just worked out this year that all three of those guys were named captains.
Leadership, I would assume, is going to be very important for a team with 5 guys playing college ball. For
no question, that's exactly right. We've got a lot of youth, a lot of new guys, and I think when you talk about for Josh, obviously as your 5th-year senior guy that's been captain for 3 years now, his 3rd year being a captain. Ryan is a guy that in a Dayton uniform is our most experienced guy. And then Trey obviously stepped up, and his voice. I think is something that was established last year and has continued on this year. So I think those guys each complement each other with what they bring.